Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, Ukraine and Russia again. The story's getting a little long in the tooth, don't you think? So what Ukraine did, now everyone says, oh, Zelenskyy. I don't think Zelensky's doing anything but laundering money and skimming off the top a little bit for him. I don't believe he's calling these shots at all. At all. I don't think he's smart enough, for one. Also, he would, if it was Zelenskyy, he was a general and he knew what he was doing, he knew he would not drone those bombers. That is an international treaty. So the bombers that he hit were that would carry nuclear arms. And the reason they are outside, there's a worldwide treaty and everybody follows it. A bomber that could carry nuclear bombs is to be parked outside so everybody can see it. Everybody knows everybody has satellite, right? And that's an international treaty and everybody abides by that. By Ukraine or the people behind Ukraine, I'm not going to say Ukraine or Ukrainian people or Zelenskyy, because I don't think Zelensky's that smart. I think, this is his month in June, if you know what I mean. And so he gives favors as somebody who's very proud and is full of pride. Anyways, what did I say there? I better edit that out. Anyways, let's find out what's going on. He would have not bombed those nuclear bombers as per international treaty. I mean, yes, there are rules in war. And by doing that, they're provoking Russia. They're provoking a worldwide response because you just don't do that. That's why they were parked outside and not inside of a bunker. They are not allowed to be inside a bunker. And that way each country can count how many planes you have that carry nuclear bombs. And if one is missing, they know one has taken off. I'm not sure if you can register if you're doing exercises with no bombs on board. I'm sure there's something that you can do with that. Anyways, international treaty. Russia has abided by it this whole time. All the countries actually have, and that's how they know if a country has nukes or not, right? So let's find out what's going on. Is Ukraine trying to invoke? Now, I have read multiple times there's not going to be a World War III. There's going to be a lot of brother disagreements. So Ukraine, Russia, India, Pakistan, China, Taiwan, Palestine, and Iran, and Israel. Yes, there are brothers from a different mother. Check your sources. Anyways, let's continue. Canada, US. There's another big disagreement going on with tariff. What's going on, Europe? What's going on, Europe, Ukraine, Russia? Lay it on the line. What's going on? Shall we begin? Wow. Trickster energy. Magician in reverse. The clock agrees with me. So either this didn't happen, it's deep fake, or this was done on purpose to trick somebody into war. Yeah, it can be deep fake. Not exactly, a 3 of cups. Isn't that interesting? The clock just rang 3. So there's three people who are actually involved in this. So are they clinking their glasses going, oh, we fooled everybody. We told them we bombed or whatever. I bet there's three different countries in agreement here. I told you, this isn't Ukraine. 9 of cups. This was successful this was successful on Ukraine's point of view, and they're actually kind of smug about it. Let's continue. The Queen of Cups upright. The Queen of Cups. Look at these 2 crows looking at each other, and these are cups. Stability. Look at all the cups. There's something very deeply emotional here. Now, if this was deep fake, I'd be looking for more swords. That's our words, and that's air, and air, of course, that's films and thoughts and words and internet and whatnot. 10 of Swords. I just said we'll be looking for more swords. We can't get more than 10, can you? This was an emotional response. This wasn't well thought out. This was an emotional response. This was an agreement. There's definitely 3 countries here in agreement. So, and smug, and, but this is definitely going to ruin somebody, 100%. Ruin and carnage. I think I'm getting there's going to be carnage. There's going to be hell to pay for this. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so these 3 that are together think they are the winners here. They're celebrating. They actually think they've done something correct. But what is that? I'm getting 3. Are they really trying to pull us into World War III? The 2 of Wands. This was planned for a long time. This was, should we do it? Shouldn't we do it? Should we? And then finally they had their opportunity and they did this and they wanted the world to see it. 10 of Pentacles upright. This is, we've got 2 10s here. And again, the 3 flying. I'm going to say there's some kind of legacy here. There's some kind of genetic passing on. The Fool in reverse. This was really foolish. So is the legacy here the World War, the Europe against Russia again? Like, are we seeing this again? But this time it's not political. It's another brothers' war. Temperance. Look at all the emotion we've got here. I think we got something here. Cooler heads will prevail. Like if that Temperance was in reverse, I'm going to say somebody's hot-headed here. Somebody is. But is this the peace talks that are going to continue to go on in Turkey? 4 of Wands upright. Well, this is some kind of celebration. We got the 3 of Cups and now we got the 4 of Wands. So I don't think this is going to pull us into a World War III. I think this could have been shots fired, but I think this is real. I don't think it's deep fake. We don't have enough swords here for it to be deep fake. For example, the Page of Swords is my internet card. What else would be 4 swords didn't really happen, right? Yeah, 5 of Swords, somebody's being bull, like, right? So I'm not getting that it was a deep fake. I think it actually happened, but it happened for a reason that maybe it did take out a lot of the firepower of Russia. Maybe it is to bring them to the table. And it could be shots fired or like, we are not going to play Mr. Nice Guy. I don't think Mr. Nice Guy is the one behind this. I think this is what these 3 countries. So who's the 3 countries? Well, there you have NATO. Who's in NATO? That's who Putin's been fighting this whole time. Wow. The Devil in reverse. And the Queen of Swords. This is, you know what? And the 7 of Cups. A treaty has been broken. This is the treaty that that everybody was bound to, has been broken. And now it's almost like there's no rules with the 7 of Cups up here. Like what are you going to choose now? There's no rules with this Queen of Swords in reverse. That's cutting a contract. Queen of Swords is Queen of Words, so that's legal contracts, agreements, and now it's in reverse. That's been cut. That's a long-standing agreement. This is a boundary this is a line that has been crossed that should have never been crossed. And now we're going to see it's the Seven of Cups, like different choices that we maybe possibly haven't seen before, weren't even thinking about. The Hanged Man and the Moon in reverse and the Eight of Swords upright. Okay, so yes, this actually true didn't. This did happen, and it actually has put Russia in on its heels. It was very strategic between three. It was an international treaty that was broken because now it's no holds barred. But there's one of the if one of the choices that Putin wants to do is the booby prize. He's actually stuck now between a rock and a hard spot. He actually is. I think we may end up seeing him come to the table. The High Priestess. Yeah, we're going to see. This is going to be the end. This is the end. No more Ace of. So we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles upright. When you're talking about wars, bombs, right? Dropping these seeds. And it's in reverse. So no more. And the Four of Cups. So we've got some apathy, some ending. Here's the King of Swords in reverse. That's the military. That's the generals. That's dirty pool. That's dirty playing. That's bully. Interesting, we don't have the King of Swords here, who is Putin. But we do have the King of Swords. Oh, I have to walk that back, Shanta. King of Swords is Putin. He's a Libra. He's in reverse here. He is on his heels. He is, the narcissism of him is going to be exposed. I'm neutral. I'm on neither side. I'm against all wars. I don't care who's doing it. Just stop it. He's going to feel like the loser here, where at one point he would have looked like the winner. That's the King of Swords in reverse. Putin is out. This is going to end it somehow. Whatever happens here, whether it's peace talks. I was looking for Two of Cups as the peace talks. Could be Three of Cups. Ukraine, Russia, NATO. Knight of Swords would be Zelenskyy, and he didn't show up here. Yeah, I think there's secret talks going on in the background, and I think we're going to hear quite soon. And I believe one of my cards, I think for June, rulership handover, and perhaps it's a rulership handover in Ukraine that, maybe part of the peace talks is Zelenskyy goes away. I have read many times that he goes into hiding. He knows there'll be a price on his head. He knows the Russians. He knows the KGB that still exist. They never went away. It's a different name. He'll get pushed out of a building one day. Let's quickly ask: is Zelenskyy going to? Is this the month that Zelenskyy goes into hiding, or he asks another country for asylum? Let's quickly ask that. Let's see what's going to happen to Zelenskyy in the month of June. What's going to happen to Zelenskyy in the month of June? What's going to happen to Zelenskyy in the month of June? What's going to happen to Zelenskyy in the month of June? What's going to happen to Zelenskyy in the month of June? What's going to happen to Zelenskyy in the month of June? Cards are ready. Oh, Knight of Cups. He's actually going to try and make an offer. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, he's there's he's out of choices. We're going to be gaslit about him, and he's definitely out of choices. Wow. The Devil. The Page of Cups in reverse. Bad news about him. Ooh. So does he disappear? He's going to get an offer. So perhaps an offer for asylum. And the Knight of Pentacles. Look at all the knights here. So lots of military stuff going on. I think somebody's going to make him an offer. Come and stay with us, and he'll be trapped there forever, because the minute he'll be like an Assange. Like, once you leave, you're fair game. I think we're going to hear some kind of bad news, like some kind of surprising bad news. So, surprise, he's abandoned, or he's out of options. Though he has no choice. He has to do this. Two of Cups in reverse. Yeah, he's going to be leaving Ukraine. Absolutely. Yeah, Eight of Cups upright. Yeah, this month he'll be gone. This month. Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, he's going to be untangled from Ukraine and gone. Oh, he's going to be betrayed. Oh goodness, Hangman in reverse. Wow, wow, wow. Four of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of, or Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, he is, wherever he goes, he will never be able to leave, ever. If he goes, he might even be betrayed and not make it there. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. All right, there we go. So I think that's going to be part of the bargaining chip. Zelenskyy has to go, or he has no choice. He knows there'll be a number on his head, and it'll be in the millions. Let's just put it that way. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. YouTube's going to show you a video you possibly haven't seen. Why don't you click on that? And I'll see you over there. Take good care. Bye for now.